If you're a dentist and you're looking to maximize your new patient flow using social media advertisements, this is the best video that you're going to need to watch in order to have the most success. Before we jump in, a little bit about myself and Patient Excel. My name is Tyler, the co-founder at Patient Excel, and we're currently managing over $300,000 in active advertisement spend on Facebook and Instagram through all of our partners across North America. We handle the full process from A to Z, from lead generation to lead follow-up to lead qualification and lead scheduling. We even schedule with a card on file or a deposit. So step one is running ads and actually getting leads. So of course this does sound pretty simple, but believe it or not, 68% of dental marketers get this wrong. These simple mistakes can cost them thousands of dollars in loss. And of course, in order to avoid this, you're gonna need to actually pay attention, because if you actually wanna be successful, then you're gonna need to implement the right strategies and the right infrastructure in order for your marketing campaigns to have the most success. So with getting leads and running ads the right way, it starts off with square one, which is creative approach. Now, what do I mean by creative approach? It's basically what your advertisements will look like to your potential patients. So creatives are the biggest thing in 2025 and going beyond, because social media is a creative app. So believe it or not, the platform actually rewards better creatives and better advertisements, giving better placements, lowering ad costs, and attracting more patients at a lower cost. So the better your creatives are, the better your ads will perform. An example of this would be video advertising or very personalized image advertising. Now, we tend to really focus on video advertising just because it has the highest engagement and the highest conversion rates. So video advertising, but not just any videos like stock ads or stock videos. You need to have personalized, high engagement advertisements that call out your patient's pain points and bridge their problem with your solution. So guys, if you want a good example of a script that you can run for an Invisalign campaign or a dental implant campaign, you can go ahead and drop a comment. I'll share with you a Google document with a proven Invisalign script and a proven dental implant script. Now at Patient Excel, we have a bunch of in-house creatives that we implement for our partners that have produced millions of dollars in implant and Invisalign production, but obviously those are only licensed to our current partners. But if you would like a personalized script, make sure to go ahead and comment, and I'll respond back to your comment with a Google Doc link, and you'll be able to actually get that script completely for free. So next up, after you have your creatives dialed in, is your unique selling proposition, so USPs. This is essentially what sets your clinic apart. So believe it or not, a great creative can be a simple USP. If you're able to stand out using high quality video assets, that alone can be a USP and actually separate yourself from the competition. But some more examples of USPs when you have a fantastic offer. So guys, of course, it's a very competitive marketplace everywhere in America when it comes to dentistry. So you need to stand out with a good offer. Of course, you don't want to give your treatment away for free, but having a good offer will allow you to maximize for patient flow and of course, increase your production. A great way to actually have a compelling offer is by listing it within your creatives. And that's exactly what we do within all of our advertisements. So patients know exactly what they're opting in for and what they can expect when they get to the practice after we schedule them. So USP can be something as simple as a great creative, a really good offer, your clinical expertise, anything that can set you apart from the competition, because you're competing in the same patient pool within your community. So you need to actually separate yourself with unique selling propositions. So what we've touched on so far is a great creative approach, USPs, and now number three is where should you actually be running your advertisements? Now, of course, there's multiple platforms like Google Ads, Nextdoor, Meta, which is Instagram and Facebook, TikTok ads, and even a whole bunch more. But if it's your first time running ads, we always recommend to start off with Meta ads. Some reasons why is because there's over 3.4 billion active users on the platform. So your patient pool and your ideal patient profile is sitting on the other side of that screen. So if you're able to captivate their attention and convert that into a lead, now you just have to work the lead to actually get them into the chair. And that process is broken down on our YouTube channel, which you can go ahead and check, and I'll also link in the description. So once you pick your platform, which we always recommend to start off on Meta because it allows you to get the best ad placements for the lowest cost possible. Now, the next following up with that would be Google advertisements. And we actually do like Nextdoor ads as well, because your community is also on Nextdoor. If you live in a big city or suburbs, it's a great platform to actually explore on. And we are testing with Nextdoor right now. And so now the last fundamental ingredient for making good advertisements and a good successful marketing campaign is just going to be your copywriting and your precise targeting for basic qualifications. So what that means is having good copywriting, but then also using Facebook's demographic targeting to actually place your advertisements in front of your ideal patient profile and also in front of specific zip codes and neighborhoods. You're also going to have basic qualification on the lead form or landing page, and then also on your first initial phone call when you touch base with the lead. So of course, that's just a high level overview, but now the next step in terms of actually having a successful ad campaign is systems and operations. What good is a campaign that is just generating hundreds or thousands of leads, but you're not converting doing anything. It's all fluff. So what actually matters is patients that are converting on treatment and actually showing up to the practice. So you can use tools like Asana, Monday, Go High Level, and this is going to organize your lead flow and allow you to manage your leads all in one specific CRM. Now, why this is super important is because you want to optimize your lead follow process to have the highest conversion rates possible. For example, a quick rundown of how this will look like is a lead is generated through your advertisements. They're automatically emailed, texted, and ideally they get a phone call within at least 1 minute from a human representative. There's a lot of talk about AI receptionists, and when it comes to outbound calling to leads that you're generating through your marketing, if you don't care about having the highest optimization rate for conversion, then this really won't matter to you. But if you want to have the highest conversion rate right now, it's important that you have a human-based phone setter on the other side of the phone, because right now AI is not there in terms of having the highest conversion rates. Yes, it can do the job, but when it comes about doing the job the right way and having the highest conversion rates, it's not there yet, because humans are looking to connect with humans and actually schedule their medical appointment and talk to a human. Unless it's organic phone call, AI is a good option for after hours and receiving organic phone calls. But when it comes to outbound marketing and calling leads, it's not going to be the best route to have the highest conversion rates. Lead follow-up is the biggest thing when it comes to actually having a successful campaign. So if you don't focus on this, your ROI won't be the best. So you really need to focus on your lead follow-up and qualification when you're scheduling. Now, of course, when you team up with Patient Excel, you do have a fully done for you solution. So your team is not required to do any of the follow-up. We take that fully in-house utilizing our US-based patient coordinators, and that's how we're able to qualify and call leads within 2 minutes of generation. So the biggest thing with lead management is something called STL. That stands for speed to lead. That's the most important metric that you need to focus on in order to have the highest chance of success with your campaigns. Speed to lead is very important. What speed to lead is how fast you're able to get in contact with that lead. So automatic emails and text messages are very important, and you do want to have an outbound phone call going as well, ideally within the first 10 to 30 seconds. Now, why is this so important? It's because if you do not reach your lead within 5 minutes, there's a 900% chance that that patient will end up at a different dental practice than yours. And I'll say that one more time, guys. If you are not contacting your leads within 5 minutes of generation, there's a 900% chance that that lead will end up at your competitor's office. So that's how important speed to lead is. So you need to focus on that in order to convert new patients at the highest rate possible. So obviously, if a lead doesn't pick up on the first call, you're gonna need to follow up with them for ideally 30 days at a minimum, and you're gonna wanna contact them at least 10 to 15 times on phone call before you give up on that lead. I know that might seem very repetitive, but guys, if you're looking to actually make the most money in your practice and actually provide patients the best dental care that you offer, then you're gonna need to do this, because you're helping your patients out by letting them come to your practice because you know the type of care that you're able to provide. So of course, guys, once you're on the phone with these patients, now comes the vetting process and the actual qualification. So we take all of our clients' leads through a very in-depth qualification process. It goes from establishing who we're calling from and who we are, into their problems and how we're able to help them because they're verbalizing their problems to us. So it goes from, hey John, how are you? This is Tyler from XYZ Dental Practice, and I was just giving you a call because we received your information through blank advertisement. Patient answers, and then we instantly start diving into their pain points and talking about what is wrong with their oral health. So once they start opening up about their problems, that is allowing us to smoothly transition into reassurance and letting them know that we've helped thousands of patients in their current situation. After we build a lot of relationship and trust with that patient, it allows us to transition into building relationship and of course the qualification process when it comes to financially qualifying our leads and making sure that they're understanding the cost that's associated with treatment. So when they do get to your practice, they're an ideal candidate for treatment and already can get approved for financing or know the cost of treatment. So then of course, once we handle the full qualification process, it allows us to go into a smooth transition to booking and scheduling. After we provide them with scheduling, then of course we make sure that we answer all of their questions and make sure there's nothing else. And then of course we schedule their appointment. You need to have something that's very scalable and repeatable. So having a proven framework with a proven script is necessary in order for your success. Because if you have your patient coordinators or your front desk staff just calling leads and not having any proven framework that is going to allow you to have the highest appointment booking rates, then you're just not going to find the most success in your campaign. It's very important that you have a repeatable process and a script that is scalable for all of your staff members so you can actually convert at the highest rate possible. Now, I know this might sound overwhelming to a lot of you because there's so many different steps, and that's why a lot of dental practices outsource their marketing to a third-party company. It's very important that you pick the right company that actually has up-to-date marketing strategies, because a lot of companies right now, they're just not utilizing social media the right way and they're not converting at the highest rate. So it's very important that you do pick the right partner so you actually can stay on top of the ball and have the best strategies in place for your practice. Now, of course, if you want to do this on your own, you're more than able to do that. It just will take a lot of steps. So you're going to have good creatives in place. You're going to need to have a good follow-up, good systems. You're going to have speed to lead dialed in. You're going to have automation set in place. You're going to have real operations set up so your practice and so your staff can actually thrive with the leads that you're generating through your marketing. And this is exactly how multiple of our clients felt prior to actually joining us at Patient Excel and entering our program. And once they jumped in and actually trusted the process, they understood exactly why it's so difficult to market, but having the right marketing partner can change everything for your practice.
I never thought in a million years I would get that type of results. They come in, they're quality leads, they're already ready to start treatment. Like, patients literally come here and they already know me. That is a huge return on investment. The level of customer service that they provide is just mind-blowing. Go ahead and sign up. You will not regret it, and you will definitely obviously get the return on investment.
So guys, this is Tyler from Patient Excel. I hope you enjoyed the video and found a little bit of value, and thanks so much for watching.